All I get, that's all I know.
We were sitting right on those numbers, all of you.
Well, I wouldn't mind the cold weather except for having to take the dogs out.
Yeah.
That's
So,
correct.
thank you. Taking them out in the rain, mud.
Well, it's 4 o'clock and, time to convene the town of Chatham's, police and fire committee, joint committees. Do we have a roll call, please?
Yes, Bishop,
Present.
Easley is absent, Riddle,
Here.
Thompson.
Here. Was there anything to be added to the agenda?
I had an item about the end of year bonuses, but we will just put that onto the next one since we cannot have it since we're missing a person. I just want to put it out there so that we would remember to follow up.
Okay. All right,
Motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? All opposed? Easley is absent. Thank you.
do we have any citizens that public comment, anything?
No, sir.
Okay, no presentations, I wouldn't read. As far as unfinished business, the discussion, consideration, and recommendation to the council for a loan procurement for a 2015 fire truck, which is the ladder truck that we agreed to buy.
I gave you printed copies of the options for the loan. We have First Citizens, and then we have First National Bank of Alta Vista, but again, we don't know where we are in that process, but you do have the information, the most current information in front of you.
Yeah, they dropped the interest rate a quarter point, so,
Today.
yeah,
Oh,
so,
wow.
This was as of yesterday, the most current. How about that?
Yeah, well, that's fine, but I think
Right.
we ought to wait it out till whatever time we execute the loan to really know what the rate's gonna
Is
be.
it, they acted today like they were gonna do it again, did they? I just
I
didn't
think
hear
so.
the quarter
I
point
think so,
before the end of the year. They may drop it again.
yeah,
I spoke to them, the target date's January 14th, somewhere around there, so that helps gauge when we want.
yeah.
That's the target loan date or the acquisition?
Target getting
Yeah, getting it getting ready.
the delivery.
Okay.
We would need the money by then.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
Ready to go, that's
Yeah.
right.
When you think about it, that's not far away, because November will be here before you know it.
So that's pretty much it, this page here for the, oh, wait a minute. Is the police truck come in?
Yes, that will be the last item underneath.
Yeah, I thought that, yeah, that's the last item.
Okay.
Hey, Kelly, before we move on, did First Citizens change their original
They only
amount?
want
The fire truck?
Uh-huh.
No.
They only wanted 5 years, right?
Right, and we can only, they will only loan us for 5 years.
But they got the lowest rate.
Yes,
I see.
yeah, the First National's willing to go up to 10 at 4.89, and then of course we know too that the rates drop, they may drop.
Well, that's something you can get updated anytime.
Correct.
It wouldn't take very long to do.
No, no,
I
sir.
wouldn't think.
And like I said, First National Alta Vista is very interested in our business.
Okay. Okay, alrighty then, that takes us to new business, discussion, consideration, and recommendation to council for a strategic fundraising plan for the 2015 fire truck. Okay. You have in front of you the fuel for the fire truck, out truck.
So for the October council meeting, you had in your packet, just for informational purposes only, the strategic fundraising plan for the fire truck loan repayment. And then also for today's meeting, I put in here a social media campaign as well to be considered. So I guess it's the committee's pleasure what they want to adopt to get the ball rolling, to assist in procuring funds.
You think we could get a sign put out front like a United Way does, you
Heck,
know?
yeah.
And that's part of this too,
Well,
yes.
Either,
With
probably put one here and put one down at the fire
And the
station.
Yes.
reader board at the fire truck.
And have it
Yeah, we
on
need to
there.
make it as visible as
And
possible.
wonder if we could get Columbia Forest to put it on theirs.
Sure,
Temporary.
and that
You know,
board, absolutely,
To
everything.
just
that-
kind of roll it
And that's
through.
part of this too, it
Okay.
tells you how you can go in and make
Yeah.
things visible, but.
Yeah.
Kelly,
That's a good
do
idea.
you mind kind of walking us through this? And I wanna be completely transparent that Kelly put all this together.
Good, great.
Yes.
Just, it gives you different objectives on, what we can do, grants, partnerships with foundation. We can do a push through postcard mailings, you know, we have a mail list here. You know, we can sit down with, the staff at the fire department and get that mass mailing going out. You know, we're getting ready to get into the holidays, and what a better time to give, is,
It's the end of the year for taxes.
yeah, and it is, and it'll be a tax write-off as well. It's something that I also discussed with Chief Higgins, and it can be, of course, either or. You know, they can, earmark a separate account just to receive the funds, or the town could either have a separate account just to earmark the funds, once we know these donations are coming in. Because we're gonna have to, if we're gonna do a letter campaign, we're gonna have to tell them who to make the check payable to, where to send the money, you know, what to put on the memo line. So that's something I think I would like to see happen first, would be a letter campaign. And then from there, I think Fire Chief Higgins and Mr. Thompson, I talked last week about bingo. And I think there's just a wonderful opportunity there. That's community engagement also, not only just to help raise funds for the fire department. And I don't think a bingo machine is that expensive. That would just be upfront cost to kick everything off.
You might could borrow one.
I thought an organization I
Where
knew
did you
had
get
one, but we must
Well,
have ditched it.
I know the one
Remember
I'm
this,
going.
you know, RGG does that handbag bingo.
Mhm.
I'm sure they would let us borrow there, although I think they do that somehow with electronics and stuff. I'll talk to Keith Motley about that.
Mhm.
Remind me, don't remember.
And as I said, you know, newsletters, we have a social media campaign, we can do the donation thermometer throughout the town. You know, I think just sitting down saying, okay, this is what we wanna do first, and what is our goals. Of course, we would need the permission of council to kick this off. Cause in January will be here before you know it. And I feel like the citizens, are gonna be most appreciative to know that we have this apparatus on the way. And, you know, there's like, for the social media campaigns, core message, help us keep the town of Chatham safe, $1, one hose, one fire truck at a time. This fire truck will serve you, your neighbors, and generations to come.
And I would say Chatham community, because it's not just the town, it's
Exactly.
also the extended area around the
And
town.
so, you know, the town has a Facebook page, Instagram page. You got-
Next door.
Well, I was gonna say next door, but
Plus
I'm
the
not
fire
real
department's
familiar with it.
resources, plus Chatham, plus
Go,
everybody.
go funding too, please.
Well, and that, there's also a thing called Give Butter. I thought it was like Give Better, but it's actually Give Butter. Now, GoFundMe, I think, they take a percentage of your funds,
Oh,
where I don't think Give Butter does. But that is something that we could look into as well, because a lot of people are really now wanna pay and do online. Nobody wants to write a check. Not the younger generation. I still like to write a check.
speak for
But-
yourself.
But I still like to write a check as well, but a lot of people now like to be able to give electronically.
Yeah.
So those are some options too, the Give Butter, and I think that was in here too as well. But, I'm willing to help and do what I can for the fire
Would you-
department to kick this off.
I didn't mean to
That's all right.
interrupt you.
That's all right.
I'm thinking, my brain's going ahead of my mouth. Listen, with the mass mailing, I know what you just said about the people like to do it electronically, and they do.
Mhm.
But previous decades, when the fire, department sent out those, they often included a pre-printed small envelope. And that way, it served as a constant reminder / guilt trip, pay for this, you know,
Right.
don't forget to do this.
Right.
and I kept it on our refrigerator.
Makes it
usually.
easy too.
Right.
And it does, and then you don't have to search out.
Mhm.
So maybe for people of a certain age,
Absolutely.
we could discriminate and
Mhm.
send that out. Not prepaid, but my other worry's the wrong word. My other issue would be with writing out the, tax, what's it called, y'all, my
ID
brain?
number, the tax ID number.
Or when you do contribute, say $500, and you get the letter back saying this is the amount, you see, you give that to your accountant.
Right.
Would you handle that? Would your staff handle that?
You mean to-
Like a receipt.
The tax.
What is it